Welcome to the Framer Fall event. Today, we're going to dive into our most exciting release of the year, which says a lot because it's been a big year of shipping features that help designers build incredible sites in an interface that's familiar and easy to use. We're also going to catch up on some of the biggest features we've shipped since our spring event to make sure you're getting as much out of Framer as you can. And of course, stick around till the end for exclusive free fall event swag and a very special announcement that could just put a lot of money in your pocket. Now, let's take a look at some of the most important releases since our last event that you need to know about. We now offer native forms in Framer with over 10 input types and a fully custom freeform editing experience, plus secure data handling through email, Google Sheets, or webhooks. This means that you can build forms that look and work exactly how you want, faster and easier than ever before. You can now take your text animations even further with built-in text effects in Framer, giving you incredible levels of control and real-time previews, enabling captivating, motion-rich designs that bring everything together with a stunning level of polish. This year, our CMS has gotten some incredible upgrades. Our enhanced CMS now supports up to 100,000 items per collection. We've introduced CMS pagination with infinite scrolling and load more options, making your content-heavy pages faster and more user-friendly. We also released helpful new styling options for rich text and images, making it fast and easy to create global styles for things like block quotes and inline images. Drafts for pages, CMS items, and locales are now available for Pro and Enterprise workspaces in Framer, letting teams update their sites and keep works in progress private. With support for gradient masks, along with alpha and luminance masking, this recently added option opens up endless possibilities for unique and eye-catching designs. If you care about typography, you care about OpenType, which is now supported in Framer, giving you access to so many important and powerful options like ligatures, stylistic alternates, contextual alternates, and much, much more. Plus, we've released additional features like text balance that help make your copy as beautiful as possible by eliminating things like ragged edges, widows, and orphans. Over the past few months, we've optimized Framer from the ground up with things like AVIF image support, significantly reducing file size without reducing quality. Animations now load 2.5 to 6 times faster. Projects in Framer load 30% faster. And we've started rendering your sites in ways no other tools can, with above-the-fold optimizations. Framer pre-renders your site on the server to determine what images should be prioritized and what can be lazy-loaded, making initial load times up to 90% faster. The Framer Marketplace is a vibrant and growing collection of free and premium website templates. And we recently gave it a big upgrade with a new design, dedicated creator pages, and on the back end, a completely new creator dashboard to handle analytics, template submission, and monetization. And there's a lot more to come throughout the rest of the year. Now, let's talk about education. With Framer Academy, we're creating the most comprehensive free Framer education anywhere on the internet. Let's hear a bit more about it from Joseph.
Thanks, Andy. The Framer community is filled with talented creators who go above and beyond to share their expertise through tutorials. Folks like Nandy from Framer University, Tim Gabe, Ryan Hayward, Matt Jumper, and Dan Hollick take time to break down complex concepts, demonstrating how to use Framer to its fullest potential. And our own Framer Academy is already a goldmine of Framer education that's only going to get bigger and better. Now, we're ramping things up with a ton of new courses in the pipeline, with me, Joseph, as your instructor. I'm bringing you new lessons each week, starting with our new Framer Fundamentals course, where we're building upon your existing design chops. You'll develop the muscle memory to navigate Framer projects quickly, understand the mental models associated with layout and responsive design, take a look at the crazy number of built-in elements that can be added to your site, and see just how quick and frictionless it is to take your site live. We're also revamping the Academy site itself to make it easier to find what you're looking for Jump in right where it makes sense for you and keep the learning going with follow-up lessons that make the most sense for you. Whether you're a web designer learning a new tool or a designer who's never built a website in your life, you're going to learn a whole heck of a lot. You're not going to watch me rush through building things really fast or have to memorize a bunch of seemingly arbitrary steps. You're going to learn. I mean, really learn. And walk away truly understanding the how and the why behind everything we do. So head to framer.com/academy and follow us on YouTube, X, and Instagram to stay up to date with new lessons as they come out. Happy learning. And now back over to Andy.
All right, that's it for the recap. We know you're excited, so let's talk about what's new and what we're releasing today. Today, we're launching Framer Plugins, a completely new ecosystem of tools to accelerate your design process, integrate with critical products, and make it easier than ever to accomplish even more with Framer sites. The Framer team and builders in the community have been hard at work on some incredibly useful plugins for you to start playing with and using right away. All discoverable from the Framer Marketplace in the brand new Plugins section, as well as through the Plugins menu in Framer. And right now, we're going to take a lightning tour through some of our favorite plugins to give you an idea of what's possible, starting with some new ways to use the Framer CMS that we think you're going to love. Let's take a look. The Notion plugin lets you sync your Notion databases with our CMS, making it super simple to blog in Notion and publish in Framer. If you don't use Notion, you can do the exact same thing with our Google Sheets plugin, importing content directly from your spreadsheets. And if you need to get data out of Framer, our CMS Export plugin does just that, creating a handy CSV that you can use anywhere. Plugins create huge new opportunities in your design process as well. For example, the Blocks plugin unlocks hundreds of pre-made components, eliminating the need to manually build common design elements, letting you instead focus on bringing your full vision to life. Phosphor Icons gives you access to over 9,000 free-to-use, carefully crafted icons in a fast and helpful visual browsing experience. Our ASCII plugin is perfect for adding some unique wow factor to your designs, and we know you're going to love experimenting with it. And we've got more playful visual plugins like Doodles, which works like a pencil tool, letting you draw anything and insert it right on the canvas. And Dither, for adding a variety of dithering effects to your images, bringing back a retro feel for your modern sites. Plugins also make bringing advanced animations into your site faster and easier. The Rive plugin brings your sites to life in new ways with incredible, powerful, and interactive animations. And Lottie Files allows you to create, edit, and insert Lottie animations directly in Framer, giving you blazing fast, high-quality, complex animations. And plugins are incredibly powerful when it comes to publishing, analytics, and gated content. Google Search Console lets you quickly set up and view your search data to see if your pages got indexed or discover and correct potential errors that could hurt your SEO. The HubSpot plugin is great for embedding HubSpot forms and implementing advanced tracking, widgets, events, and more. And for those looking to add membership features to their sites, Framer Auth provides a no-code solution for creating members-only content right in Framer. Plugins can also make tedious parts of the design process less painful. Renamer lets you batch rename layers on your canvas in one fell swoop, saving you time and keeping your work consistent. Tidy Up can help make large projects more manageable when you have lots of frames on your canvas. All of these plugins and many more are available to start using today. You can learn more about them and install them right from the brand new plugins section of the Framer Marketplace. And if you want to get started building your own plugins, that's easy too. Just head to framer.com/developers to check out the documentation and start building. Plugins are opening up a whole new world for the Framer experience, and we're super excited for you to start using them. But that's not all the excitement we have in store for today. We're also releasing something very special and highly requested. Let's take a closer look with Joseph.
We're super excited to introduce CMS Collection References, a powerful new set of features to grab items from one CMS collection directly from another and pass all the right content into your designs. So many of you have been waiting for this, and we think you're going to love what it unlocks for your sites, while remaining super easy to use. Let's take a look at how easy it is to set up a basic CMS reference with a simple example based on our built-in sample blog, which we've freshly updated with reference fields that you can play with right away. Our primary CMS collection would be the blog posts themselves, but within each blog post, we need to reference who the author is. In the past, we'd have to create a field to either manually type the name of the author or choose one from an option dropdown. But what about each author's avatar image, their location, perhaps even a bio? We would have to manually add each piece of data to each blog post. Not very efficient. And God forbid we need to update an author's information across tens or hundreds of blog posts. This is where CMS references come in. All we need to do is set up another CMS collection for our authors, where each collection item contains all of the information we might need for each author. Now, from our blog post collection, rather than adding a plain text field or an option field, we can choose to add a reference field and choose which collection we want to pull from. In this case, authors. Now, our reference field lets us choose from any of the items in the authors collection. Here, it may look like we're just pulling in the name, but we're actually now hooked into all of the content within this CMS item. In fact, we've also added an edit button to jump directly to the reference item in its own respective collection. All right, now let's look at how easy it is to display this content in our designs. On this page, we have a collection list for our blog posts, where selecting the first item now shows a handy new plus button to add content from any field in this collection, which now includes any reference fields. In our case, the reference field is authors. And when I hover over it, I see all of the fields nested within that collection. I'll choose name, then head back for the avatar. And bam, we're grabbing content from the authors collection based on what's referenced in the articles collection, which also means that any changes made in the authors collection will automatically propagate to every single article that references it. Game changer. We've also added a new multi-reference field for those situations where you want to display several items from a reference collection, like categories, tags, contributors, or in this case, some specific list items. Now, when we have a collection list on a page, we can filter down to show only the items included in the multi-reference field. And to save you a few steps, dropping in a referenced collection from the Insert panel will add these filters automatically. You can also nest references as many levels deep as you'd like. For example, here I've got a meetups collection, multi-referencing from a collection of hosts, but then each host is referencing a collection of cities. And in our design, we're able to pull all of the matching content up the chain and into our design. You can create as many CMS references as you need to get the job done without having to worry about hitting any limits. So go crazy. We can't wait to see what you build. Now, back over to Andy.
So we have plugins to open up an entirely new set of experiences and possibilities within Framer, with huge implications for designers and developers alike. We have CMS references, providing deeply dynamic capabilities within our constantly improving CMS. And we've got one last thing. This year, we're taking the Framer Site of the Year Awards to new heights, not only with newly designed stunning physical awards, but also we're upping the ante with $100,000 in cash awards. That's right, $100,000 reserved not just for the top 1, 2, or 3 winners. We'll be doling out cash, awards, and bragging rights to the top 10 best Framer sites submitted. meaning you have more chances than ever to claim a top spot in the Framer Gallery and get recognized and rewarded for your incredible work. So keep an eye on our social channels and your inbox for official details surrounding the Site of the Year awards. And in the meantime, head over to framer.com to grab some free fall event stickers. Then go get familiar with plugins and keep making great stuff. Thanks for joining us today. As always, we'll see you on the internet.